Good afternoon. My name is Diane Varga with Family Partners of Morris in Sussex County, and I welcome you to today's weekly Lunch and Learn. Today's November 14th. Our presenter today is Dawn Hendershot with Family Promise of Sussex County. Welcome, Dawn.
Hello, thanks for having me today. So let me get my slideshow up here. Okay, so as Diane said, my name is Dawn Hendershot. I am the community manager here at Family Promise of Sussex County, and I'm quickly going to go through all the programs that we offer here at Family Promise. And we do primarily work in Sussex County, but a variety of our programs work in other counties as well. So, we have services in Morris and Hunterdon and Warren primarily. But most of our focus is here in Sussex, and I'll go through that as I go through the programs. So we primarily work off of, the main belief here that homelessness itself is a trauma. So what we do focuses on interventions that support the needs of the individual and help reduce that trauma impact. And we started here in Sussex County over 25 years ago, just a little over 25 years ago. We started initially as a grassroots effort to address the homelessness in Sussex County. Originally, we worked with a network of churches and housed street homeless individuals within those churches at night. And then we became part of Family Promise National. So we are a separate affiliate of Family Promise itself, which has over 200 affiliates throughout the country. But we remain a separate entity with our own governing board and funding. We do not receive any funding from them. So we also have grown from, housing people inside churches to and a variety of programs that help to encompass overall support for individuals in need. So not just street homeless individuals, but we work with clients that are facing maybe a one-time financial situation, who are stably housed at the moment, but fell behind due to maybe a job loss or a natural disaster, something that a little financial help will immediately mitigate the risk of homelessness. And then up to, we have a mobile outreach team that goes out and actually provides services and goods and works to develop relationships with people that are currently street level homeless. So a variety of services that we have that kind of fully wrap around to help people that are homeless or who might be facing homelessness. And so again, we want to mitigate that trauma impact of the homelessness itself. So that's all of the work that we do, is to try to avoid that from happening. Our mission statement is that the mission of Family Promise is to secure housing stability and sustainability for those in crisis, because everyone deserves a home. Again, speaking to not only ensuring that clients are stably housed, but that they can maintain that housing moving forward. And our approach is that we offer prevention services before families become homeless, shelter to help families who are experiencing homelessness, and housing stabilization programs once families have secured housing. So we'll walk through some of what those are. First and foremost, it starts with our coordinated entry. So any agency that receives federal funding works under an umbrella of a continuum of care. So we are the lead agency for the continuum of care for Sussex, Warren, and Hunterdon counties, and that is the Tri-County COC, continuum of care. And we are the lead agency, so as such, we are the central intake for anybody experiencing a housing crisis within any of those three counties. They can call the one number here at Family Promise to access a variety of service and service providers throughout any of those three counties. So it's just the one connection point so that anybody who has a housing crisis knows the one number to call, and then we will get them to where they need to be. It provides streamlined, quick access to individuals and families seeking assistance through that coordinated referral and housing placement process. So if we cannot assist directly, we will work with the people that can. So within our own programs here, we have homeless prevention, rapid rehousing, utility assistance programs. We do have a shelter program, although it doesn't look like a typical what you would think of when you think of a homeless shelter. They are apartments that we rent out and house individuals in those apartments. And we'll go through this in a couple slides, but there are unfortunately no emergency shelters here in the county. There are specific shelters that help, specific individuals, families, single men, that type of thing, but there's no general emergency shelter program here, and we don't have one of those either, but we will work with the various agencies to help assist people to find shelter. And again, we have the apartments that we rent out if we run out of options elsewhere. We have a permanent supportive housing, we have mobile outreach, and we have one of our newer programs, which is the Comprehensive Eviction, Diversion, and Defense, or SED. We'll walk into each of these programs individually and speak a little bit more about what they are. The homeless prevention program is a one-time assistance program to households that, again, are facing just, a one-time crisis. As I was speaking to, maybe it was a job loss or a natural disaster, a fire, or flooding, or something that they were not able to pay for just a limited amount of time. And by us stepping in and helping provide assistance, that will avoid, the risk of homelessness, of being kicked out of their housing. So it works with the specific clients who had that one-time incident happen, but moving forward will be able to sustain their housing where they're at. So this program specifically helps in those instances, and it can help either pay off the balance owed to keep them where they're at, or it can, if they're not able to stay where they're at, it can help move them into another location with a security deposit and up to 2 months for rent. This is a one-time assistance program, and with each of our programs, there are different applications, because the funding comes from different resources, and there's documentation and everything that needs to be done. But again, we have case managers that work specifically with each of these programs and are experts at what needs to be done to get you that assistance. Our utility assistance programs, if you've heard of LIHEAP, that's what we're referring to here. It is a online application process where this one application will reach the federal funding, LIHEAP, and then also USF, which is run through the state, through the BPU. So LIHEAP will give you a one-time credit on your source of heating, so whatever that is. In this area, it's a lot of fuel deliverables. So that gives a check to go ahead and fill up one of the tanks. Last year it was $961. It should be fairly similar this year. The season opens up on October 1st, and those payments start to go out in December. And we help assist people to create those applications, and also to ensure that the applications are correct and get them sent over to the payment system and ensure the payment goes out correctly. So, we are able to assist from creation all the way through to payment and ensure that everything is correct. USF, same application, will also get you that benefit, and that gives you a monthly credit on your electric bill and natural gas, if you have that service at your home. And there is also an emergency component that kicks in after there is a winter termination program where utility companies will not shut off from November 15th, so starting tomorrow through March 15th. But after that, people may be threatened with shut off again, and we're able to help use emergency funding in some of those instances, and we can process those here as well. Our shelter program, like I kind of touched on before, this is what we call our shelter, but it's apartments that we rent out, and we do house individuals in these apartments, but it's very temporary. We try to use them, up to 60 days only, just so that they have a place to stay while we're working with them to get into more permanent housing. And we try to get them out quickly so that we can help more individuals, so we can get more individuals into those emergency apartments, essentially, to move forward. So it's really, we're working with them extensively through case management, addressing any barriers that they have to getting into a housing unit, and then getting them into that unit. So it involves weekly case management. We have case managers that are specifically working with these clients, and that's what we have available here in Sussex County. Our permanent supportive housing model is federally funded, and it's for some of our neediest clients. These are clients that have a disability and that have limited income, and that have no ability to increase that income moving forward. And these individuals have to meet the definition of chronically homeless. And once they do and are approved through our program, we support these clients with monthly rental assistance. We help to link them to other community resources, and we have case managers assigned to each of these clients to meet with them monthly to ensure, all their needs are being met, and that they have all the resources they need to sustain their housing moving forward. Mobile outreach and engagement. These we have a team of 3 individuals, 2 individuals, and we have a supervisor that work to identify where unsheltered street level homeless individuals are currently at. So in the rural areas of our county, it's not what a lot of people typically think of when they think of homelessness. They might think that they see people on the street, but oftentimes here it's people that are living in tent communities in the woods, really not wanting to be seen or to be found. They may have been, essentially burned by the system previously, and they don't want to engage. So this team goes out specifically to find those individuals, try to get them the resources they need, and connect them to services. And part of what they do is to build that relationship. So they're going out, each week to let them know that our agency is here and we want to help. So they have a GPS system that they're able to, if they are out in the woods at a location that, is difficult to get back out to, they have the exact coordinates to be able to do so that we are following up with these individuals. One of our newer programs is our comprehensive eviction defense diversion. This is a program where our case managers will go directly into the courts here in Vicinage 10, we call it. So that's Sussex County and Morris County. And it will help kind of be the mediation between the landlord and the tenant in eviction cases that are actually in the court system. So it does not provide, we do not provide legal services ourselves, but what we do is help connect, help mediate, provide resources to tenants that might not know their rights, and also help to get them into maybe some of our housing programs or other necessary referrals throughout the county, work together with other agencies if the funding needed is especially high, and we do not have the resources to pay it all ourselves. We do work with other agencies to come together to help assist somebody in being, preventing that eviction and staying stably housed. And we do work closely with the legal services of Northwest Jersey in doing that. But we also, part of this program is helping people who might not have a docket number, may not be in landlord-tenant court, but are very close to, have been threatened with eviction. It's reaching out to those individuals so that, it prevents them having to go into the court system to do that. So that's part of what this program does as well. We also have courses that are open to the public. So not just our clients here, they started as resources available to our clients, but we found that there's a need throughout the community. So we have courses that are going on right now called STEP. One of them is Stabilizing Tenancy. It's our eviction prevention program. And that's a series of classes that are aimed at educating tenants and landlords of their rights under the Anti-Eviction Act and other government policies. So it's using the manual that legal services has out there, but putting it into language that's a little better digestible and trying to actually explain the rights to the tenants and without having to go through an entire manual to figure it out. Really meeting them where they're at and what their circumstances might, this class will speak to those circumstances. We also have financial literacy classes. Every other month we open up different sessions. The next one starting in January. It's a 5-class series that's taught by a licensed financial counselor that we have here. We have some day classes and some evening classes, so we try to cover, everybody's schedule. So this 5-class series will cover credit reports, FICO scores, budgeting, debt payments, savings, any sort of financial information out there to better, increase the budgets of people. And again, both of these programs are meant to help stabilize and sustain housing moving forward. So that is, again, the basic overview of our programs, and I'll open it up if anybody has any questions.
Thank you, Dawn, so much. Thank you for your time, and second, thank you for sharing this important information. Also, I wanted to thank those that have joined today's Lunch and Learn, and for anybody that would like to share this presentation, it will be available on the Family Partners YouTube channel by mid-next week. Again, we can open it up to questions now, and